Welcome to container gardening, top veggies for small spaces. Welcome back to the bloody kitchen. Today we're not cooking up a storm, we're growing one. A green one to be precise. That's right, you donkey, we're talking about container gardening. If you think you need acres of land to grow your own grub, you're about as wrong as a vegan at a steakhouse. This video is your guide to growing the best bloody vegetables in small spaces. Whether you've got a balcony, a patio, or just a sunny windowsill, we'll show you how it's done. So, are you ready to get those green fingers dirty? Hit that subscribe button and get ready to transform your little patch of concrete into a thriving veggie patch. First up, the mighty tomato. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tomatoes in a pot? Is this bloke having a laugh? Listen, you wouldn't believe the juicy, plump tomatoes I've coaxed out of a simple container. The key here is choosing a compact variety, like a patio tomato or a cherry tomato. These little beauties are bred for container life. Next, you need a decent-sized pot, and when I say decent, I mean at least 12 inches in diameter. Don't be cramming those roots into some tiny tin can. Use a good quality potting mix, add some fertilizer, and make sure it gets plenty of sunshine. And for God's sake, don't forget to water. Tomatoes are thirsty buggers. You keep them hydrated. They'll reward you with a bumper crop of sweet, succulent fruit. Trust me, there's nothing more satisfying than plucking a sun-warmed tomato straight from your own plant. Next, let's talk about lettuce. Even if you've killed every houseplant you've ever owned, you can grow lettuce. It's practically foolproof. The trick is to choose the right variety. Loose leaf lettuces, like red leaf or green leaf, are your best bet for containers. Pick a wide, shallow pot with good drainage. Lettuce doesn't like to sit in water. You'll drown the bloody things. Sow your seeds directly into the potting mix, water them in gently, and make sure they get at least 6 hours of sunlight a day. The best part about container-grown lettuce is you can harvest it as you need it. Just snip off the outer leaves and let the rest of the plant keep growing. It's like having your own personal salad bar right outside your door. Chapter 3. Radishes, fast and furious flavor. Now let's move on to something with a bit more bite. Radishes. These little crimson devils are perfect for impatient gardeners because they grow bloody fast. We're talking 3 to 4 weeks from seed to harvest. Choose a container that's at least 6 inches deep and sow the seeds directly into the soil. Don't overcrowd them. Give them some breathing room. Radishes need plenty of sunlight and well-drained soil. Here's a tip to keep your radishes from bolting, which means going to seed prematurely. Make sure they don't dry out. Water them regularly, especially during hot weather. You'll be rewarded with crisp, peppery radishes that add a real kick to salads and sandwiches. Chapter 4. Peppers. Spice up your life. Want to add some heat to your dishes? Then you need to be growing your own peppers. Whether you like them mild and sweet or fiery hot, there's a pepper plant out there with your name on it. Choose a container that's at least 12 inches deep and wide because peppers need plenty of room for their roots to spread out. Plant your pepper seedlings in a good quality potting mix and place them in a sunny spot. Now, peppers are hungry plants. They need regular feeding to produce a good yield. Use a balanced fertilizer every 2 weeks and keep the soil consistently moist, but not soggy. Trust me, the aroma of homegrown peppers ripening in the sun is enough to make your mouth water. Chapter 5. Herbs, fresh flavor, right at your fingertips. Finally, let's talk about herbs. These little beauties are the workhorses of the culinary world, and they're a doddle to grow in containers. Basil, thyme, rosemary, mint, you name it, you can grow it. Most herbs prefer a sunny spot, but some, like mint and parsley, can tolerate a bit of shade. Choose a container that's big enough to accommodate the mature size of your chosen herbs, and use a well-draining potting mix. Herbs are pretty low maintenance, but they do benefit from regular harvesting, so don't be shy. Snip off those leaves and use them to infuse your dishes with fresh, vibrant flavor. So, there you have it. 5 fantastic vegetables you can easily grow in containers, even if you've got less space than a prison cell. No more excuses, you lot. It's time to swap those supermarket veggies for your own homegrown goodness. Tell me, which of these container-friendly vegetables are you most excited to grow? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, subscribe and hit that notification bell because we've got a whole lot more gardening tips and tricks coming your way. Now get out there and get growing, you mucky pups.